rules or workflows? Which one should you be using in System.io? In this video, I want to explain to you what they are, why we're using them, and how to use them correctly. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rianna and I help small business owners just like you to set up simple systems to grow with ease and to save time. So if this is something you're interested in, hit subscribe so you're not missing out in the upcoming tutorials. Okay, let's dive in. So automation is one of the biggest time savers that you can do for your business. And in System.io, there are two different options. For automations, we have rules and we have workflows. So first, let's take a look at rules. Rules are simple one-step automations. You set a trigger, so something happens, and then you set an action, something that you want System.io to do. So for example, the trigger is they sign up for an opt-in form, and then the action is that System.io adds a tag to it. So this is great for like quick, straightforward actions that don't need multiple steps. I'm going to show you my examples in a bit. Workflows are multi-step automations, and it gives you more flexibility. So you can chain actions together, you can add delays, you can use conditions. If this happens, then this happens. So for example, when someone signs up for my freebie, then send a welcome email, wait 2 days, then send another email with some tips. If they click the link, then send them an offer. If they don't click the link, then things like that. So these are great for onboarding sequences, complex funnels, or anything that has to have different pathways. So this is very important to know. Now let's take a look at some examples. So we're now in rules, and for example, you see here a very simple one. The trigger is funnel step form subscribed, add a tag, and subscribe to a campaign. Now, how do you do that? Very easy. You click on create. Here's the trigger. So you can choose any of these things. Now, the most often ones that I'm using is the new sale and the funnel step form subscribed. So funnel step form subscribed is for your opt-in page. So let's take this one. So you choose a funnel. So let's say we take this one, certified and booked. The funnel step is the opt-in of the 10-day challenge. And then we're going to go to action. And here you can add any of those actions. So usually it's the one add a tag that is going to be added. Add a tag, and then you can choose any of the tags that you've created. So you need to make sure that you set them up first here in the CRM. So you can actually find it here. So let's say for the 10-day challenge. So that is a lead to my Freedom Engine. So we're going to add that. And then you can click on Save Rule. But what I usually do, I also add something to it. And that is the following. You can add a campaign. But again, you can only add a campaign that you've set up. So you first want to have set up the campaign, and then you can add the action to it. But what I usually do is send an email. And I have emails pre-written, but if you want to start from scratch, you can start here and you address that email that's being sent immediately once they opt in for that. So not only do they opt in, they get an add tag, they can be subscribed to a campaign and send an email. So even though it is one step, it's still, you have a lot of options. And I love the automation rules, and I use them actually most of the time and not so much the workflow. Now let's take a look at the workflow. As I told you already, I'm not using it so much, but it's pretty simple as well. It's create, you add a workflow to it, and then we're going to click on it. And now you can see we create our first trigger. Now, let's say there's a tag added to, let's do what we did. Funnel form subscribe. Let's say it's the one that we just were talking about, certified and booked, the 10-day challenge, create. Okay, so watch this. Subscribe to the 10-day challenge opt-in form. Now we want to add something to it. Is it an action? Is it a decision or a delay? Now the first thing we want to do is add a tag. And that was the Freedom Engine lead, create. And once the tag is added, we also want to send that email that we were just talking about. Send an email. I'm just going to choose now one. We can edit it as well. We're going to choose. Okay, so this is happening. Now we want to say, after that email, we either way can say a delay of 2 days. Wait for 2 days. And then what we want to happen is there's a decision that's been made. So we either say if they have opened the email was opened, this email, for example, or anything else in the email there's been clicked, for example. I'm going to remove this one. We're going to click on create. If they open the email, yes, then we want that to action, to make a new decision, or to give a delay. So for example, when they haven't opened the email, I want to give them another delay of 1 day before I take action, for example, and then this and this happens. So as you can see, this is very powerful. If you create one very strong funnel and you can keep redirect them, even there you can again make this decision path, and you can guide them in the way, in the approach where they are. So I hope this was helpful. As you can see now, rules, we're going to use them for very simple. If this happens, then I want you to do that task. And workflows are way much more for sequences, for more advanced automation. And you can even combine them if you want to. For example, a rule can also trigger a workflow. So there's so many possibilities. If you want to start the easy way, just start with a rule so you can get a hand on that and then go into the work flows. And to be honest, I'm diving into this again now and I'm like, yeah, I need to set more up like this. I have so many funnels and so many rules set up, but this is very powerful. So I love this feature of System.io, like all the other features that they have. So if you don't have an account yet, or you want to sign up for the 2 months for free with the link below this video, go do that. It's totally worth it.